Jefferson County Code at Law number 2 is back in session. Is this Mr. Green?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
court is in session and calls number M331728, case is styled the state of Texas versus Bradley Deshaun Green. Mr. Green, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Green?
All right, how about you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Mr. Green. You're here represented by your attorney, Attorney Marcus Wilkerson. Attorney Wilkerson, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Jim. Thank you.
Mr. Wilkerson, what is your announcement in Mr. Green's case?
Your Honor, we have a motion to withdraw pending. I was able to speak with Mr. Green this morning. It had been some time since I had seen or spoken with him personally. There was an issue with his phone and some employment issues. What I advised Mr. Green, if with the court's indulgence, is that I would be willing to hold that withdrawal in abeyance
Okay.
for one sitting,
Okay,
if the court would be agreeable to such.
that's fine.
And so if we could get, I guess, a standard 30-day reset.
Give us a reset date.
uh,
Okay, you check your calendar.
That's September 25th.
Yes.
I'm available.
Okay, so Mr. Green, your case is gonna be reset to September 25th, 2023. For announcement, your attorney is gonna get your reset. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go. And you have a blessed day.
You too.
All right, just have a seat. We'll call you next one. Luis Fernando Hernandez Jr. Mr. Hernandez, is that your full name?
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez, how are you doing? That's good. Mr. Hernandez, you're represented by your attorney, Attorney Marcus Wilkerson. Attorney Wilkerson, what is your announcement in Mr. Hernandez case?
Your Honor, we would ask for a 90-day reset in this case.
Okay.
Mr. Hernandez may very well qualify for pretrial diversion. I was able to confirm the last of what I needed in order to make that assessment this morning. And so he hasn't been accepted into the program. So if we do a 90 days, then hopefully we would be able to get him into the program and signed up by that.
Okay, I think the next sign up date is September. And then after that is November. So we're gonna set it like the second week in November. November 15th. Okay, Mr. Hernandez, you check your script.
Sure. I'm available.
Okay, this case set November 15th, 2023. Mr. Hernandez, your attorney will get a copy of your reset. Once you get a copy of your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. Okay, and you're free to go as well, Mr. Wilkerson.
Thank you.
And you have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Dawes Klein is here. Jailer Jade Robinson. This is cause number M334090, case of style of state of Texas versus a jailer Jade Robinson. Ms. Robinson, is that your full name?
Yes.
How you doing, Ms. Robinson? I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Ms. Robinson. You're represented in your case by your attorney, Attorney Peter Dole. Attorney Dole, how are you doing?
Very good.
Mr. Dole, what is your announcement in Ms. Robinson's case?
We would like to have another 30 or 45 days. If we could.
Reset, I mean, do you need to get discovery or?
Oh, yeah, well, we have to get the whole file.
So you haven't completed your discovery?
Yes, sir.
Okay. State, do you have any objections?
No objection.
Okay, we're gonna reset it. Did I have that in September? 27, okay.
When?
September 27th.
Okay.
Okay, Ms. Robinson, your attorney is gonna get a copy of your reset. Once you get a copy of your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed. Mr. Collin, would you please come forward? This is cause number M333660, case of style of state of Texas versus Jesse Cuevas Collin. Mr. Collin, is that your full name?
Yes.
Mr. Collin, how are you doing? I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Collin, you're here represented by your attorney Langston Adams. Attorney Adams, how are you doing?
Doing well, Judge.
Mr. Adams, what is your announcement in Mr. Collins' case?
Judge, if you look at the docket sheet, I believe we were in here on 5/10/23. if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. And then, if I'm not mistaken, what the notes is that I had asked, he was in the pre-trial diversion program. And then they end up dismissing him from the pre-trial diversion program. So I asked for a chance to get him back into the pre-trial diversion. And I did email Pat Canal.
Is he back in?
Well, that's the, you can look at. That's the email I got back from Pat Canal.
Okay,
So,
okay, so he was rejected. Okay,
yeah, so I tried to get him back.
you get a, here you go.
That's from Pat.
Okay.
So, since I'm not putting him back in the program, I guess I need to regroup on this now and see whether or not, with our new prosecutor, we're gonna be able to work out a deal or whether or not it's gonna get trial. But I did do what I said I was gonna do and try to get him in the program. And he was, Pat said no to them.
Okay, give us a reset date. Now, you have any objections to the reset?
No,
Okay, yes. Okay, September 27th, 2023, the case is reset, Mr. Collin. For that date, your attorney is gonna get a copy of reset. Once you get a copy of reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I think this is your only case?
That's it.
Okay, you're free to go as well and you have a blessed day.
What's your name?
Erica Porter.
This is cause number M324974-1. Case of South State of Texas versus Delvin Baker. Mr. Baker, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Baker, how are you doing? I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Mr. Baker, you're represented by your attorney Kevin Lane. Attorney Lane, how are you doing?
Fine, all right, thank you.
Okay. Let's see, this is a motion to revoke unadjudicated probation. State, what is the state's position?
We're moving for revocation, but however, I've spoken to defense and I just conveyed an offer. I think he wants to talk to his client about the offer.
Okay.
And Your Honor, we're prepared to plead true to counts 2, 3, 4, 7. And we have a joint recommendation for the court of 30 days in jail. Our hesitance, Your Honor, is he is with his children in Louisiana. He does have a custodian, the mother of the children. And we're asking that he be allowed to surrender at 6 o'clock on Monday, if that's something that we can do. And if the court follows a 30-day jail sentence and revocation in this case.
Okay, you said he's gonna enter a plea of truth to those allegations and then he'll turn himself in on Monday.
Correct, at 6.
Do you have any objection?
I have no objection to that.
Okay, let's we'll do the paperwork.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
All right, Your Honor, at 6.
Next case is cause number M333782, case of style of state of Texas versus Terry Jerome Booker Jr. Mr. Booker, would you please come forward? Mr. Booker, your full name is Terry Jerome Booker Jr.?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Booker? I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Booker, last time you was here, well, actually, first time you appeared, April 18 of 2023, the court reset your case, give you an opportunity to hire an attorney, and you appeared again in May 17 of 2023. It was reset. Let's see. Yeah. So have you hired your attorney?
Sir, I'm still paying. I work at Chili's and we don't get paid too.
Okay, you say you're still working on what? You paying an attorney right now? You saving money or what are you doing?
I'm still paying on it and I'm paying bills also, so I'm kind of trouble.
So, my understanding is you've talked to an attorney?
Yes, but she said she can't, until I finish the payment.
So you're paying a retainer fee is basically what you're paying. How much time do you need?
My check only come out 213 every 2 weeks.
Okay, so how much time do you need to finish paying the retainer fee?
As much, I can have 500. I should put 2,500.
Okay, let me do this, give him a standard reset. And then we're gonna check back with you to see where you're on getting your attorney. What's that date? September what? September 20th? Okay, you said September 20th of 2023, your case is gonna be reset. Give you opportunity to hire your attorney. You're gonna get your reset from our court administrator. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. You're welcome. Next case is cause number M334430. Case is styled the state of Texas versus Sean Quincy S. Kane. Mr. S. Kane, would you please come forward? Oh. And cause number M334231. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Sean Quincy S. Kane. This thing just froze on me. Hold on. Why is this not in the file? Or maybe so. Okay, Mr. S. Kane, this is cause numbers M334230 and cause number M334231. Both cases is style of state of Texas versus Sean Quincy S. Kane. Ms. S. Kane, that is your full name, is correct? Now, Ms. S. Kane, you were here in court on May 10th, 2023. At that time, you signed a document titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without an Attorney. And at that time, you asked to have your case reset so that you can hire an attorney. Is that correct?
Yes,
Have you hired your attorney?
I've spoken to her. She hadn't had time to come here today and told me just get it reset and it'll be ready for next time.
Let me ask you, so you hired an attorney?
You gotta understand, this is an appeal from the city.
I understand
and
that.
She's been with me at the beginning and she already knows what's going on with the case.
I understand that, but I remember the last time you told me the same thing,
It was-
that
was
she
out
couldn't come to court. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
And that was on May 10 of 2023.
I haven't notified her that was my first court appearance. I didn't notify her till after that. The attorney I'm going to use lives
Okay.
in Seabrook.
Okay, now the attorney did not send a letter of representation. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna give you this reset.
Yeah.
Give me an opportunity to get your attorney to file if she's representing, she just has to file that letter of representation. And she can appear via Zoom.
Yeah.
Okay? So we're going to give you this reset. Give us a reset date.
September 18th.
So it's gonna be reset to September 18th of 2023. Okay?
August, she says August 18th.
August 18th? So it's gonna be August 18th of 2023.
Jill Pierce.
Okay, it's gonna
She's
be,
pretty familiar with this case. Ron.
okay, so it's gonna be, your case is gonna be reset to August 18th, 2023. And make sure you're gonna get a copy of your reset from our court administrator before you leave.
Yeah.
Stay in contact with your bondsman. And you can inform,
I bought myself out. I didn't.
okay, well, will be there. We sent, since you bonded yourself out, we normally send notice from here, okay?
They sent me a notice for the court,
Right,
the mail.
right, but we're gonna give you a notice now in person, okay? And make sure you have your attorney to make the appearance, send a letter of representation to make the appearance on your behalf. All right,
I really.
just have us stand over there. She's gonna reset your case. Once you get your case reset, you'll be free to go in your blessed day.
Thank you.
MTRPs. Delvin Baker. This is cause number M324974-1. Case is style of state of Texas versus Delvin Baker. Mr. Baker, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Baker, do you swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God? And Mr. Baker, that is your full name, Delvin Baker, is that correct? Mr. Baker, you represented in your case by your attorney Kevin Lane, Attorney Lane. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
And Mr. Baker, how are you doing? Okay, and Mr. Lane, do you waive a record in Mr. Baker's case?
We do, Your Honor.
Mr. Baker, I have before me a document that is titled Motion to Revoke Unadjudicated Probation. This motion was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. In this motion, it alleges that you, Delvin Baker, was tried in the County Court at Law Number 2, Jefferson County, Texas, on March 10, 2020. March 10 of 2020 for the offense of possession of dangerous drugs. The evidence was sufficient beyond a reasonable doubt to support a finding of guilt. And this offense was deferred, you were given deferred adjudication probation for this offense. And the deferred or the unadjudicated probation was for a period of 1 year. The state has filed a motion to revoke your probation. In this motion, there are 7 allegations. State, are you abandoning allegations 1 and 6?
Yes, we are.
Mr. Baker, the state is abandoning allegation 1 and 6, therefore, they will only be proceeding on allegations 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. Allegation number 2 alleges that you, Delvin Baker, failed to pay court assessed fees as ordered by the court, and as of June 2nd of 2020, you were $450 in arrears in violation of condition 8 of your probation order. Is that true or not true? Allegation number 3 alleges that you, Delvin Baker, failed to immediately report to the probation officer that the arrest that took place on May 30th of 2020 for theft of firearms, state jail felony as ordered by the court in violation of condition 11 of your probation orders. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
You have to say true.
True.
Okay. Allegation number 4 alleges that you, Delvin Baker, failed to perform community service hours as required by the court in violation of condition 14 of your probation order. Is that true or not true?
True.
Allegation number 5 alleges that you, Delvin Baker, failed to provide verification of entering and successfully completing a drug education class as ordered by the court in violation of condition 15 of your probation order. Is that true or not true?
True.
Allegation number 7 alleges that you, Delvin Baker, failed to report by mail for the months of April 2020 and May 2020 in violation of the special amendment dated March 16th of 2020 and filed with the court. Is that true or not true?
True.
Now, Mr. Baker, are you pleading true to allegations 1, 3, 4, 5, and 7 freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading true to these allegations because they are true?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Baker, I also have before me a document that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishment, also labeled as State's Exhibit Number 1. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Okay, on page 2 of the same document, there are 2 sets of initials. One set is DB, and the other set of initials is your attorney initials, KL, and they're on a line next to a box that's checked MTRP. MTRP means motion to revoke probation. True to allegations 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. Mr. Baker, are these your initials on this document?
Yes, sir.
And did you place your initials on this document? On page 3 of the same document, there is a signature above the line that's titled defendant. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
On the next document, Mr. Baker, This document is titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant?
Yes, sir.
At the top of this document, there are two boxes that are checked. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that statement?
Sure.
The second box that's checked states that you're waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that statement?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Baker, before you signed and initialed these documents, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything that your attorney went over?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Baker, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. State, would you like to offer State's Exhibit number 1
Yes, Your Honor.
into evidence? No, any objections, Mr. Lane?
No objection.
No objections. State's Exhibit number 1 will be admitted into evidence. Mr. Lane, you advised and counseled Mr. Baker. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your
Mr. Baker, your attorney, Mr. Lane, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Baker, I will accept your plea of true to allegations 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to revoke your unadjudicated probation, and your unadjudicated probation is hereby revoked. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
The agreement is for Mr.
Baker.
Baker to turn yourself in on the 24th of July, no later than 6 p.m. to the Jefferson County Jail to serve 30 days.
Okay, that's 6 p.m. Okay, Mr. Baker, the state is offering that you serve 30 days in the Jefferson County Jail. You'll be given credit for any time that you are entitled to get by law. The court cost in this case is $67. Would you be able to pay the $67 court cost?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Mr. Baker, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just? And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Baker, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you are entitled to get by law. Let me ask you something. I noticed here you said that on the plea information form that he had 1 day credit.
Right.
I would think it might be a little bit more than that because he usually get his time not only for the MTRP arrest, but he also goes back to the initial arrest for the
Right. And
original charge.
I looked and I only saw one, but if you see something different, that is fine.
But he
I haven't
should,
looked.
I think, hold on a minute. I think Brella can look. Yeah, y'all could go ahead on and change it to, change the 1 to 3. So it'll be in the paperwork. Okay, so you're gonna be given 30 days jail time credit for 3 days that you've served. And you also be required to pay the court costs of $67. And you're able to pay that, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, now you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
You think the state's offer is fair and just? Okay, I'll follow the plea bargaining agreement that you have entered into with the state. You'll turn yourself in, to serve the remainder of your time on July 24th, 2023 at or before 6 p.m. of that day, which is, I think you said that's Monday. Is that correct?
I believe it is, Your Honor.
It's Monday.
Okay. And your probation is hereby revoked. At this time, would you please stand on the X next to your attorney and follow the directions of our clerk? Order being recessed